This is a digital SAT question on linear equations with two variables, systems of equations. And this one says 9x plus 5 equals a times x plus b, and the equation above a and b are constants. If the equation has no solution, which of the following must be true? A equals 9, b equals 5, b does not equal 5/9. So then there's a, b, c, d are combinations of those. Well, remember in this equation, y equals mx plus b. That's the slope-intercept form. For two lines to be parallel, to have no solutions, they must be parallel, and to be parallel, the m's have to be equal. And then also the b's cannot be equal, because if the m's are equal and the b's are equal, then they're the same exact line, and then there's infinite solutions. But no solutions is parallel, m's are the same, the b's are not the same. So I could expand this 9x plus 5, and I'll show you how to do this in Desmos momentarily. I'm going to distribute that equals ax plus ab. Well, I know for them to have no solutions, they must be parallel. M has to be the same. What's in front of x? So a has to equal 9. And that is option 1. And then AB has to equal 5. Whoops, 5. Let me give myself a little bit more room here. For some reason, I'm not able to expand this. There we go. 5 equals AB, but I know A is 9, so 5 equals 9B. And if I divide both sides by 9, B equals 5/9. That would make them the same line, so B cannot equal, I should actually put AB does not equal 5, and B does not equal 5/9. So that one's true. B could be equal to 5, but it doesn't have to be equal to 5. So the answer is 1 and 3. So again, for two lines to have no solutions, they must be parallel. The slopes, the m must be equal, and the b's must not be equal if the m is equal. Because if the m is equal and the b is equal, then it's the same line. So I could also do this on Desmos, and I will put 9x. Now it's good to separate these into two equations, and then you have to know no solutions means they are parallel, and I'll show you at the end why putting them together could give you trouble. Ax plus b, I'll put all, and then I'll put equals y. I just want that to be a line. Does it make it? Yeah, it makes it a line with or without y. So sometimes if you put the equal y before you make the slider, it won't give you the choice for the slider, so just get rid of the y. But anyway, so I can see there it has one solution, they cross. Now if I make a equals 9, I'll probably have to zoom in, but I can see that the lines are parallel. They're not getting closer, not getting further. If they were way off, if I zoom way out, I'd see them really diverge, and they're not ever diverging. They're parallel. So you might have to zoom in a little bit. Make sure you zoom in to see that those two lines are parallel. So there's the a equals 9 part. Now b cannot equal 5/9. If I put b as 5/9 here, you will see that they're exactly the same line. No matter how much I zoom in, it's exactly the same line. Those aren't parallel, they're the same line. So b cannot equal 5/9. Now here's the problem if I put them both together. A times x plus b, and I'll get rid of this one. Watch what happens here. Up with b equals 1. And you can see, let's see. Well, for some reason, 9x plus 5 equals ax plus b. It's not giving me anything. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of those sliders and I'll make new sliders. There, now I've got, I don't know why it wasn't taking those sliders. But anyway, there's a is 9. Oh, I see, because I had a as 9. This is the point I wanted to make. A is 9, and it's showing no solutions. And even if I make b as 5/9, it doesn't show infinite solutions. It has no way of showing that. So it would be misleading if I put them together. I need them to be separate equations so that I can see when they are the same line. So separate them into separate equations. If you make only one equation, it'll show you when there's one solution. It'll show you when there's no solutions, but not when there's infinite solutions, and that's a problem. So the answer for this one is C, 1 and 3 only. You always have to check the answer choices to make sure you pick the right one.